All right, let's get y'all. Yesterday, they were supposed to drop a trailer for 2K, like gameplay trailer. They didn't, so they dropped it today. Um, we're gonna see what this is about. See if it's worth the purchase. As usual, first view, I'm just not trying to say anything. Second view, you know what I'm saying? And I'm supposed to be a blog post. So usually it's a blog post. We're gonna see what's all about.
If it's us versus them, who you think gon' win?
Y'all are messy, bro. Y'all are mad messy. Why y'all had my son call the ISO on Draymond? Why y'all had my son call the ISO on Draymond, bro? Get with it on Draymond. Yo, y'all are messy, bro. Y'all are mad messy. All right, but apparently,
Who you think gon' win?
Y'all think they hyping up Wembanyama a little too much though? Like, on the real, like. They even hired a rookie overall already. But I feel like it's only one person now. After that, they didn't really show any. Where's the blog post? Courtside report. There we go. Oh boy, this is where it gets. Alright, so we just watched that. The next generation of groundbreaking realism authenticity arrives in 2K24 on PS5 and Xbox Series X via Pro Play technology. Okay, so they took actual NBA footage and just like I said, put it in the game. This year you'll feel the difference in shots, free throws, all defense and offense. I mean, offense and defense. It depends on the game for next-gen consoles. What's the difference? If you've ever imagined in practice hitting a contested shot with the hands of an invisible defender on the blacktop and you're driving or in a gym, you know it's simply not the same experience in a real game. That's essentially the difference between mocap and pro play. Oh, so they didn't do as much mocap, or I guess mocap has excelled at getting NBA 2K to this point. Bringing players closer to NBA action ever before and will continue to serve an important role, but Pro Play swaps the unnatural technology for peak performance in a natural and intense environment. I feel like they about to fuck this up. Something's about to get fucked up with this Pro Play shit, bro. And I'm really hoping I'm wrong. The shots in motion anytime the player is moving off ball around the court. Dribbling, rebounds, blocks, passes, and free throws feel different in NBA 2K24 Next Gen because they've been captured in real-time scenarios. Previous iterations of NBA 2K have featured a variety of dribble packages and unique jump shots, but capturing and controlling athletic layup under the basket or ankle-breaking step back to create separation from a lockdown defender in the pivotal moment of a game hasn't been possible to this degree. Okay. Pro Play technology generates authentic movements that can only be made by some of your favorite players. For example, students of the game and avid NBA fans will recognize Kevin Durant's unique jump shot and free throw form, Steph Curry's explosive dribble moves and array off drill jumpers, Nikola Jokic, why did I read it like that? Nikola Jokic's methodical moves and feathery touch around the rim, and the list goes on. Pro Play makes the game look and feel more believable and reduces the amount of breaks and authenticity. I mean, as long as 2K's existed, there's always been some nutty shit. New animations. Every aspect of the game receives an added layer of realism that's visible in every movement and interaction. Here are some of the new animations for next gen or new gen, current gen. What the fuck? Why are we calling it new gen still? Powered by Pro Play, jump shots, sonic drill moves, signature movements, offense and defense. I guess they all get new animations from this Pro Play shit. While primary actions certainly benefit from the ultra-realistic tech, they aren't the only ones you'll notice. Casual inbound passes and otherwise unremarkable motions that aren't a priority to their mocap have not been scanned to cover even the most minute details. The totality of the movements results in an entirely new level of legitimacy. They really hyping up this Pro Play shit. When it comes to offense, what's their new player, turning player experience, veteran. Yeah, alright, that I'll have to see. This I'll have to see to believe. Players who play on Hall of Fame difficulty or in the rec or city will be playing with green or miss shot timing for the ultimate challenge. But team control base modes like Quick Play, My NBA, or My Team will see more forgiving shot timing, so you won't have to memorize every single player release to the exact frame to be successful. Yeah, they said green or miss last year, but then towards the end of the year, people make it slightly early, slightly late. Alright, I ain't gonna say nothing. The shot timing release time setting for NBA 2K23 has been converted to a new setting called shot timing visual cue. Now instead of time based, you can set your desired release point based on certain animation cues like the jump or this. Oh, that's fire! Based on certain animation cues like jump shot or set point or shot release. This makes it much easier to play with players and teams you're not familiar with. That's fun. That could be fire. That could be fire. Layup timing. Layup timing is now on by default and has also been redesigned to be much more forgiving for easy finishes at the rim, while also rewarding players who master it with the ability to finish tough circus layups in traffic. You'll also find that advanced layups like floaters, reverses, euros, hop steps, and scoops are much more effective this year and great tools to have as a slasher. They said the same thing about layups this year, and layups ended up not being the wave because of dunks. I still got my layups though. Alright, for dunkers on new gen consoles, you can force controllable rim hangs from any two-hand done by simply keeping the sprint trigger held when the dunker grabs the rim. Down on the Pro Stick will give you flashy dunks to get the crowd hyped, and up down or down up double throws will let you contact dunks in traffic with the dunk meter. Meter dunks are green or miss on higher. Thank you. This is how it always should have been. Meter dunks are green or miss on higher difficulty levels now, so you have to be precise to finish off the plate. So all them late dunks that I'm seeing in the rec, all them late dunks I'm seeing in the park, all that late nonsense, get it out of here. And there's no quick drops. Rest in piss quick drops. Rest in piss. Bigs are going to have a lot of fun dominating the paint. You can now branch out of any offensive rebound to a putback attempt by simply pressing the shoot button after the catch. Post phase and hop shots are also really effective shots for players. Strength and weight can definitely be felt in the paint, as heavy the glass cleaners can easily grab boards over smaller players and finish those easy second chance points. that second half, okay, that makes sense. But I don't think post players need any more buffs. I don't know if y'all remember or if y'all played y'all game 2K, but post playing wasn't really an issue, at least in my personal opinion. Oh, we got to my part. Shooting. Shooting has been customized and improved for all the various modes, difficulties, and player skill levels. But in order to get high percentage shots, you need to know how to create separation with your dribbling. One of gameplay director Mike Wang's favorite elements in NBA 2K24 are the dribble breakdowns. Each player has 2 versions. Regular breakdowns are done by flicking up on the right analog stick, and aggressive breakdowns are done by flicking up on the right analog stick with the sprint held. Isn't that really always a thing though? When you hold up on when you flick up on the right stick standing, you do your initial dribble. What you do when you're moving, sprinting, you do an aggressive. That's always been a thing. I don't. Unless I'm bugging. Y'all tell me if I'm bugging. This will initiate a sequence of signature size-up moves that you can use to create separation with on their own or branch out at any time for an explosive drive or other dribble move. This year's dribble system features more dribble combos, including signature double crosses and hesitation crosses from a standstill or while moving. Yo, I can't wait to see what Steezo does this year. I can't wait to see what Steezo does this year. I'm no crazy dribbler, but like, yo, you give William, my brother, Vibe with Will on TikTok, follow him, or you give Steezo anything, it's gonna be amazing. With Pro Play on New Gen, your favorite ball handlers feel more explosive than ever and have unique signature combos and escapes that will put defenders on skates if used properly. Another major addition to the dribbling arsenal is the blowout dribble. Okay, tapping the sprint trigger while moving will give you a quick burst of speed where the ball handler pushes the ball ahead to get out quickly, transition in the front court. Same mechanics can be used for a quick change of pace to quickly blow by unsuspecting defenders. Okay. They said they have a dev diary.
Shooting has been customized and improved for all various modes, difficulties, and player skill levels. But in order to get high percentage shots, you need to know how to create separation off the dribble. One of my favorite elements in NBA 2K24 is the dribble breakdowns. Each player has 2 versions. Regular breakdowns are done by flicking up on the right analog stick, and aggressive breakdowns are done by flicking up with sprint held. This will initiate a sequence of signature size-up moves that you can use to create separation with on their own, or branch out of at any time for an explosive drive or other dribble move combo. This year features all new signature double crosses, hesi crosses, and escape moves. Another major addition is the blowout dribble. Tapping the sprint trigger while moving will give you a quick burst of speed where the ball handler pushes the ball ahead to get out quickly on the break. In the front court, tapping sprint will give you a quick change of pace to quickly blow by defenders. Adrenaline boosts are back, but have been redesigned to make both offense and defense more skill-based. On offense, boosts are no longer lost when pulling off dribble combos or moving short distances. This gives dribblers much more freedom to create off the bounce. But boosts will disappear every time the on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a drive attempt. Losing adrenaline won't feel like moving in mud like last year, but it will heavily impact shooting attributes. So if a good defender can bump the dribbler 2 or 3 times in a single possession, they'll have a really tough time scoring if they do manage to get free. Creating your own shot off the dribble isn't the only way to get good shots. Knowing how to operate away from the ball is just as important. NBA 2K24 features new right analog stick jukes and other quick explosive moves to free yourself up for a shot. Tapping the sprint trigger will also give you a huge burst of speed to find open spots on the floor for spot-up jumpers or easy rim runs for dunks. Everything about offense, defense, and coaching has been streamlined to make NBA 2K24 more enjoyable for all. We can't wait for you to experience the ultra-realistic gameplay in NBA 2K24.
Okay, so I like what he said there. Defense gets rewarded. Offense, you can dribble all you want. You know, for those wannabe Steezos, you can dribble all you want, but I mean, you gonna hit that shot? Yeah. I know a lot of y'all probably will, but it's just good that there was focus put there. Oh, my fault. I dropped my phone. Yeah, there was focus put there because that was a big issue. Adrenaline boosts. Adrenaline boosts are back, but have been redesigned to make both offense and defense more engaging at the same time. On offense, boosts are no longer lost while pulling off dribble combos or moving shot distances, giving elite ball handlers much more freedom to create off the bounce. But boosts will disappear every time an on-ball defender can bump the ball handler on a drive attempt. Left-right. They going for them left-right niggas. The cost of losing adrenaline is different this year as well. Instead of dramatically slowing down the ball handler's movement, like he said in the video, losing adrenaline will now heavily impact shooting attributes. So if a good defender can clamp the ball handler down and bump them 2 or 3 times in a single possession, they'll have a really tough time scoring if they can manage to get free. Creating your own shot off the dribble isn't the only way to get good shots in the game of basketball. Knowing how to operate away from the ball is just as important. NBA 2K24 features in-depth off-ball offense controls to perform right analog stick jukes and other quick explosive moves to free yourself up for a shot or cut to the basket. Just like the ball handler, off-ball offense also supports speed bursts by tapping the sprint trigger. These will give players a huge burst of speed to find open spots on the floor for spot-up shots, easy rim runs, and for dunks and layups. Okay. Okay, so let's see what they're talking about with defense.
Defensive movement has improved on many fronts, with better responsiveness and less sliding. This helps defenders get where they need to be, and with the improved body-up system.
Yo, they said less sliding 2 or 3 years ago. It has not changed.
Ball handlers will have a tough time getting free against great defenders. The improved contact can also be felt in the paint. Big defensive anchors will have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Directional steals are also back. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play passing lanes by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass. And when it comes to contesting shots, it's important to be patient and wait.
More control over the steals. Because god damn it, this game be hoeing me.
For the correct time to jump. If you're behind the shooter, jumping too early, biting on fakes, or closing out late, you'll quickly find yourself racking up fouls and giving up and-one opportunities. Everything about offense, defense, and coaching has been streamlined to make NBA 2K24 more enjoyable for all. We can't wait for you to experience the ultra-realistic gameplay in NBA 2K24.
All right. Along with the changes to generally, counter moves are big in NBA 2K24. Perimeter and paint defense are both more effective and reward players for anticipating and making good reads. Defensive movement has been improved on many fronts with better responsiveness and less sliding. This helps defenders get where they need to be, and with a much improved body-up system, ball handlers will have a tough time getting free against great defenders. The improved contact can also be felt in the paint. Big defensive anchors will have a much easier time putting a body on shooters at the rim and forcing tough shots. Fuck acrobats, what I'm hearing. Directional steals are also back, giving locks more tools to pester ball handlers. You need to reach with the correct hand closest to the ball and avoid reaching across the body to maximize success and avoid foul calls. You can also use directional steals to play the passing lanes by flicking the right stick in the correct direction to get your hand in the way and deflect the pass. NBA 2K24 features revamped contest logic that puts a greater weight on body positioning compared to previous years. The new system addresses the ghost contest issues in past games and makes the coverage scores line up much closer to what gamers you'll expect. Blocking requires more skill this year also. It's important to read the offense and wait for the correct time and opportunity to attempt blocks. If you're behind the shooting, jumping too early, biting on fakes, or out of position, attempting a late closeout, you'll quickly find yourself racking up fouls or giving shooters and-one opportunities. Understanding when to act on your defensive instincts could pay dividends for your team at a pivotal moment of the game. Thank you. Thank you. All right, now with takeovers.
TakeOver returns to NBA 2K24, but with a different spin. Instead of assigning a takeover ability as part of the build process, now you can choose a category of attributes to boost on the fly. When you fill up the takeover meter, you can choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense rebounding, or physicals. If you delay your takeover and fill up double takeover, you can choose 2 different categories of ratings to boost, making you a true threat on both ends of the floor. Everything about offense, defense, and coaching has been streamlined to make NBA 2K24 more enjoyable for all. We can't wait for you to experience the ultra-realistic gameplay in NBA 2K24.
I don't know about that, Mike. I don't know about that, Mike. Mike! Yo! TakeOver returns to NBA 2K24 new-gen consoles with a different spin. In the past, you select the TakeOver ability as part of the build creating process. When you got hot in game, your TakeOver abilities will then activate and improve your player's abilities in the category you chose. This year, you don't assign a TakeOver during the build phase and instead have the ability to choose whatever you want on the fly. When you fill up the TakeOver meter, you can pull up a menu that lets you choose between finishing, shooting, playmaking, defense, rebounding, or physicals. Physicals is a new one. Activating one of those categories will boost all your ratings in that specific category. So now you have the flexibility to evaluate what's happening on the court to see what your team needs before deciding how you want to take over. If you delay your takeover activation and fill up the second meter, of course, you get double takeover, which allows you to select 2 different categories of ratings to boost. Finally, when you unlock Mamba Mentality, activating double takeover will boost all of your attribute categories. Yo, that's what we going for. They're gonna make Mamba Mentality a little bit harder to get, man. It gotta be. It can't just be easy to get. Like, damn. Okay, we only got like 3 more paragraphs left.
2K Smart Play is back, making play calling more accessible for everybody. As you bring the ball up court, an overlay will come up recommending the best play and player for that possession. Tap L1 or the left bumper before crossing half court to run it. And to call your favorite plays, press the directional pad to the left and choose from up to 16 of your preferred actions. You can call anything from full plays to ISOs and give and goes. Everything about offense, defense, and coaching has been streamlined to make NBA 2K24 more enjoyable for all. We can't wait for you to experience the ultra-realistic gameplay in NBA 2K24.
Oh boy. I'm not really. You have the ball in your hands, the clock tick down. What you need to play to get open with the return of 2K Smart Play. It's easy to make simplified play calls on the offense. Then he made or missed shots. New J players will notice an overlay that appears and tells you what type of play that will be called. To opt into the play, simply tap L1 or the left bumper before crossing half court. The action will then immediately be called for the player with the most relevant play type. To call your favorite plays, press the directional pad to the left, yes, and then choose from up to 16 preferred actions. We can call everything from full plays to isolations to give and goes. Everything about the offense defense has been streamlined to make NBA 2K24 enjoyable. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Now, for those who want to dig deeper to the X's and O's of NBA 2K24, this year we added a new freelance called Comp. This freelance is for competitive players who prefer to control all the movement of their AI teammates. There are no pass or cut actions in Comp Freelance. The AI players space the floor in a 5-out set. All actions are triggered by the user using the 16 favorite plays and actions available on the directional left pad. I'm not really interested in this at all. Like, y'all can pause the video at this part if you're interested in this part. Lastly, brand new lineup substitution. All 5 orders. For scoring droughts in the offense. This new system is built around keep players on the floor, keep scores on the floor. This is 1, 2 score, 3 score lineups. This means that minutes are distributed. Display lineups. Oh, that means listen. All I'm reading here is simming is. Wow, 2K comes out after work starts for me. I thought it was September 4th or 5th before or whatever. All right, so that's really it. Let me know what y'all think about this developer diary. Damn, 24 minutes. Honestly, it sounds like they're trying. It sounds like they're trying. Some of this stuff I have to see because it sounds ridiculous. Like this takeover shit sounds crazy. The defense thing, it sounds good. It sounds good. It really does. It generally sounds great. But I want to see how this actually goes in actual gameplay, because you know how this goes. We do this every year. But yeah, we'll see. So I'll catch you guys later. I just had to like react to all of this. Y'all be easy. Y'all be good people. Peace.